Hey, this is a meta video for Operation Unwavering Resolve, which is going on in the US this coming weekend. Let me grab a PowerPoint for you guys. Here we go. Unwavering Resolve. The event itself is 1100 points, has an 18 order dice cap, and you cannot use any of the armies of books. So you have to do rule books only. There are 19 players signed up, and I think the event is in Indiana. I may be off on that. I didn't write it down. So what are we actually seeing? Well, there's quite a focus on Germany, even if we're only using rulebooks only, people still bringing Germany quite a lot. So 7 out of these players are bringing Germany, 5 are bringing Americans, and there are 2 each of Brits, France, and the USSR. And finally, there's 1 Hungarian list. So again, we're not seeing many of the minor nations do anything here. There's a heavy focus on the nations, the major nations, and maybe especially Germany here in the early part of V3. What about order dice? Now, I've often talked about how order dice in the US is lower than I expect, and it indeed is. So the average order dice is 14, which for me is low. I mean, points, right? It's 1100 points. For me, the Goldilocks zone at 1100 points is 16 order dice, and they are at 14. Very few players are actually bringing 16 or above order dice here. The range is between 11 and 18, but most people bring 12, which is exceedingly low for me, right? But you do see another spike around 14. I'm not sure what to make of this, except to say that you guys in the US, you're weird with your order dice, or I am weird with mine. I don't know. It's at least people are running a lot more low order dice lists than I would expect. What are the meta then? Well, there's a lot of people bringing observers, and not observers like it's double tapping British observers. Like, it's a lot of other different stuff. Like, some people are bringing air observers where they don't get any bonus for air observers. Some people are bringing artillery observers without getting any special bonuses for that. So there's a lot of bringing of observers where I was like, what? Why? What? I don't get it. But I mean, I may be wrong. We haven't seen people try and do this, just bring observers just because they are observers. There's also a lot of Death Stars, which is, pretty much what you expect once you see that everyone here is running those 12 order dice lists, right? You have to bring Death Stars in order to make that work. But at the same time, a lot of the infantry is like hordes. So like really big, chunky, and a lot of infantry units. So that's one way people go. Or they bring MSU, multiple small units, or camping infantry that can stay in your own back line and just shoot from there. There's also an enlarged focus on HE, which is again a new thing that's happening. Not so much in the form of direct shooting leaf blower as in indirect shooting of mortars. So what are my predictions? Well, I think the possibly we've got 6 people that can end up in the top 5. I think John, with his 13 order dice Germans, he brings an air observer. An air observer, which is an interesting choice. He has MSU, mech, and panzers. Mech and panzers for Germans, that's always good, isn't it? And the air observer can take out that one threat that is threatening his panzers or his mech. So, I mean, it might be really clever or it might be dumb. Madison is bringing 14 order-dice Germans with a Death Star, a company commander to keep that Death Star moving, and a bunch of mixed bag. And I have to upgrade how I evaluate mixed bag, so I'm putting this up here and saying this is a good mixed bag version of a list. Max is bringing 13 order-dice Germans. You can see there's a lot of Germans in my top bracket here, right? Panzers, artillery, and mixed bag. Again, a good mix of units. For me, it's just low on order dice. That's the only thing. Robin, 14 order dice, Germans with Panzers and company commander, mixed bag. I really like the inclusion of the company commanders for both Robin and Madison because it keeps everything going. And then Jackson, 16 order dice, Hungarians. Jackson is just a good player, right? And a 16 order dice Hungarians, it looks really well thought out. It's got armor, it's got fieldcraft on many of the units. I mean, it smells of someone who knows what they're doing, right, Jackson? And then Nicholas with 15 order dice Soviets. It's a horde with a Death Star. I think one of these players could potentially win it, and if I was to point to one player, I would point to Jackson, but we shall see. So thank you so much, everyone who's going to participate this weekend, and also please send me updates. Right, I love updates from these events. Good going in Operation Unwavering Resolve. I myself will go to a tournament as well, so I might not get to check everything out on the day, but I will definitely try. Cheers.